Good evening. Is everybody joining on mute?
Oh, I'm unmuted, or I unmuted myself. Happy anniversary.
Hi, everybody. Hi. I was going to give it just a few more minutes so we could populate. I'm going to ask everyone to mute unless they're speaking. We have a very robust program and some really cool speakers who represent all aspects of PPRA, or as best as we could get it, you know? So I'm just letting it populate a little bit more, but I think we can kind of start. I just want to thank everybody. I'm going to shift my screen a little bit because I don't want to miss anyone. So thanks everyone for joining us this evening for our annual meeting and happy hour. It's a special edition during our 75th anniversary year. At this time, I'm going to turn the mic over to Anthony Stipa, our secretary, who will unmute, and he's going to confirm that we have a quorum of at least 20 members in good standing. Our annual meeting requires this. I see like 40 people on the call. If you are a member in good standing, he'll ask you to confirm that. So Anthony, take it away.
Thanks, Deirdre. It's good to see everybody's faces. It looks like we do, in fact, have that. And could send you, please raise your hand. However, just to confirm, I'm double checking.
Okay.
Or you can click the button. I think there is a hand raise icon. Great. Well, we are good to go.
Thanks, everybody. I know that's a formality, but this is our first annual meeting virtually. I'm Deirdre Childress Hopkins, as many of you know, and I'm excited to welcome you to the celebration because I'm PPRA proud. We have a lot of speakers tonight in this hour. We're going to try to get through the meeting quickly so that we can chat and celebrate at the end. This evening, we will thank our 2019-2020 Board of Directors. We will hear greetings from our proactive partner, and we will thank our many sponsors. We will acknowledge this year's award winners in 3 categories, including a new Community Service Award. We'll also learn about our new PPRA 501c3 Foundation. And as we close out the hour, I will introduce the 2021 Board of Directors who will take office on September 1st. Some of this team will be working this summer with my board to make a smooth transition, and London and I will be tag teaming through the summer. You will hear the vision of our incoming President London Faust, who is already hard at work to make a seamless transition over the next 2 months. Finally, we will toast our beloved organization as we continue our 75th anniversary jubilee. We plan to do all of this in 60 minutes. So with the exception of our incoming President, London Faust, everyone, please hold your remarks to 60 seconds each. I know that's hard for some of us, but we're going to try to do it. In considering my talk for tonight, I realized none of this would have been possible without the efforts of a full and hardworking team. I want to thank all of our Hall of Famers on the call for all of their efforts this year. I know we will finally celebrate our newest member, Carrie Filer Bender, when we party like it's 1999 in 2021. I'd also like to shout out all of the past presidents who are on the call tonight, because I know how hard it is to keep professional development at the top of your mind while staying solvent, and now I know, working through a pandemic. So I just want to give a round of applause and a hand clap to all of our past presidents and our Hall of Famers who have helped us to stay PPRA proud. I also want to thank my kitchen cabinet of Adam Dvorin, Nina Rodabaugh, and Bev Volpe for all the private conversations that brought me to greater decisions. Back in 2017, I met in the lobby of the downtown Marriott Hotel with Bill Cowan to talk about his Hall of Fame induction. He was very engaging, as you know. He said, maybe one day you should be on the ladder to become president. I want to thank Bill, Adam, Nita, and Meredith Avakian for making this position come true for me. Little did I know it would be a year like this one. It's the year of the first person of color to lead PPRA when the nation and the world has acknowledged systemic racism. It's our 75th anniversary. It's the year of the woman. It's an election year. It was almost an Olympic year. And it's now the year of the pandemic. It's a time of postponed weddings, virtual graduations, missed programs and luncheons, and vacationing in our own backyards. It's also a time when we hosted 12 virtual programs with 2 more on the horizon this summer before I shut my term down. My gratitude and thanks go to our management team, Neff Downing, Anna Matheson, Kelsey, and board members Kelsey Turner and Chris Lukash for assisting us in this wide turn to virtual programming. In a way, it feels like we need a do-over. This year, we held 24 programs, half of them online, which I know will be a staple in years to come for PPRA, especially in the cold winter months when it's hard to get people out. We started an Instagram account. We had an amazing gold medal winner this fall with Derek Pitts of the Franklin Institute. And I want to thank right now the Kimmel Center, Leslie, Tyler, all of the team over there, Lauren, for hosting us so efficiently when we really needed you. I also want to mention our January Jubilee, where we had anchors from all of the TV stations, radio, print, and we even had the dances with the Philly Fanatic. And I thank Adam and everybody who worked on that. It was hilarious. If you look at the videos, you crack yourself up every time. It was one of our most successful winter events in many years. And we also did a virtual salute to our 2020 Hall of Famer, Carrie Filer-Bender, thanks to Nina Zucker, Adam, London, and Ricky Haldiz, who pulled this together. We stood tall in saying that diversity and inclusion are not enough without equity. And I want to thank David Brown, our Hall of Famer, for launching that continuing series this month. We worked with College Possible to increase donations to students who are the first in their family to pursue college degrees. Mayor Kenny helped us kick that off last June. He is a first-generation college student in his family, and I was very gratified that he attended my induction last year. At this time, I wanted to acknowledge Dia Williams-Adams to say a few words about the College Possible connection with PPRA. Is Dia on the call right now?
Yes. Hi everyone. Hello. Well, thank you for having me. I'll keep my remarks brief. First of all, it is a pleasure and an honor to be partnered with PPRA. I thank all of you that have made contributions toward this organization. As Deirdre mentioned, it's critical to receive as much support, whether it's through volunteerism or financial support, to support our students. We serve over 1,200 students in high school as well as in college to make sure that they not only get into college, but to graduate and have successful lives so that they can in turn give back to their organizations and give back to their communities. So I just wanted to say thank you, and I look forward to partnering with you all going forward to make sure that we impact as many students' lives as possible. My goal as executive director is to continue to serve our students well, to serve them effectively and efficiently, and to do so with love to make sure that they can go back to their communities and reach back and do the same for the people behind them as well. So I just wanted to say thank you so much. If you ever need any information, I'm going to put my information in the chat box for you. If you want to learn more about the organization, please be sure to check out our website or reach out to talk to me directly. I look forward to working with all of you. Thank you.
Thank you. And before you leave us, I just want to say congratulations on your new role. I know we're in like your first 2 months. It's so exciting. Congratulations.
It's literally been since May 11th. So this is not quite 2 months, but I mean, it's been wonderful. And thank you so much for having us and thinking of us to partner with us. So thank you.
Before you go, our Hall of Famer, David Brown, has a few words for you.
Oh, wonderful. Hi, David.
Hi, Dia. How are you?
Doing great.
Good. It's so good to see you. And I also want to thank you for the opportunity to allow us as PPRA to celebrate our 75th anniversary by having some of our Hall of Famers to make those contributions to College Possible. And we've got enough pledges to exceed our goal of $750. So we're looking forward to getting close to 1,000. So it's been a wonderful opportunity to partner with you, and the need that you provide is not over. So we want to encourage everyone to continue to support College Possible and the work that they do, particularly in a time like this.
Wow, I'm over the moon hearing about that. I thank you all. Thank you, David, for allowing this to happen. Thank you, Deirdre. It's amazing. I'm taken aback that you guys over succeeded your goal. So thank you so much. I can't wait to tell our team about it. They're excited. So thank you all. Thank you so much.
Well, thank you, David. You're a true Hall of Famer. Charla. So many people, so many Hall of Famers coming together to really make our contribution to College Possible possible. So thank you very much, David, for joining us. I also want to thank the amazing sponsors we had this year, including Ricky Haldiz at Wiseow. He'll have a presentation that he's worked on with Nina a little later. Naia Williams at WeWork, who donated meeting space, Visit Philly, PHL-CVB, Independence Blue Cross, PJM, AKCG for letting us use all the virtual stuff we needed to begin with until we got started on our own, Cashman and Associates, Greater Select Philadelphia, Pico, Suzanne, almost for all of her amazing graphic designs. She did all of it out of love. She was a dazzling and amazing committee person this year. I really want to thank Suzanne so much from my heart. And many other people who made their contributions along the way. But today, as I end my remarks on this topic, I am very proud of our new foundation, and I'm honored to be the president who was able to push through our 501c3 nonprofit arm into fruition. It's something we've all talked about for years, and right now, I want to turn this presentation over to the host with the most, our favorite host, Matt Cavery.
Thanks, Deirdre. I appreciate that. Hi, everybody. And Deirdre, you should be very proud because we as an organization have talked about creating some sort of charitable entity for years. And the fact that 2020, under your leadership, is the year that we got it done by creating this new PPRA Foundation is really special. So thanks for your leadership around that as well. I think we have some slides that we're going to use and share our screen through our team here. And you'll be able to see some of the requirements and some of the opportunities associated with our foundation, as well as the opportunity to see the new logo, which we're going to have a chance to take a look at as well. So if we can look at this first slide, it's a very straightforward understanding of what a 501c3 nonprofit educational charitable organization is. And by the way, for those of us who may not be as familiar, PPRA is a 501c6, which is an association, and it means it's a nonprofit, but it's not charitable, which is why in the past we couldn't structure gifts to folks through the traditional C6 operation. So again, this is a big deal for us to focus on advancing the profession of public relations across the greater Philadelphia region. As you see here on the slide, the administrator, the partner is the Urban Affairs Coalition, and that's where we're going to administer a lot of that work. That's okay. We can go to the next slide because it's a great time to thank those of us in PPRA who actually raised their hands to get involved as volunteers. And I was late to the meeting, so I got elected to be the president of the new PPRA Foundation. And I'm really thrilled about that. I'm serious. This is something that's very special to me, and I'm privileged to be able to serve as the first president of the PPRA Foundation. But a special thanks again to Deirdre, Kathy Engel-Menendez as well, who raised her hand to get involved, as well as Bev Volpe and Nina Rhoda Ball, right, Nina? Hope I did that okay, Nina. Collectively, we are members of the board of the PPRA Foundation. So we are being entrusted by all of you to channel the funds that are contributed to the foundation appropriately. There are committees that are going to be structured in July, August, and September. So if you're interested in getting involved, please reach out to Bev Volpe for some more details about how to get involved and what committees will be formed. I do want to make a note here as we look at the contribution section that thanks to the PPRA board, $2,500 has been allocated out of the PPRA funds to seed the creation of the foundation. But the extra special news is we received just this afternoon between 3 and 4 p.m. approval from an organization for a $10,000 contribution to the PPRA Foundation. And that's special thanks to one of the folks that we really cherish around the history and legacy of PPRA, and that's Sylvia Quarters. Sylvia passed away several years ago. She was one of the longest serving members of PPRA and one of the proudest. For those of us who had the privilege of knowing Sylvia, you know how much PPRA meant to her. And she allocated funds specifically to support public relations and PPRA. So a big thanks to Sylvia and the Quarters Foundation for approving that donation today. I know Sylvia is looking down and is beaming brightly with pride as we make this designation. But that $12,500 is just the start. We all can get involved as well by making contributions. Online donations are being accepted through the Urban Affairs Coalition. You can also write a check. Be sure to reference PPRA in your notation. The UAC actually administers several different types of support for lots of different organizations, and PPRA is just one of them. So be sure to designate that to the PPRA Foundation. Lastly, I want to thank, as we transition to the logo, there's a colleague of ours who's on our call with us, and that is Suzanne Almack. And Suzanne is part of the team at Almost Creative Group. I hope I'm doing that justice, Suzanne. It might be almost, but the nice combination of your two names are really cool.
Yes, that's what it is. Sorry, I'm babysitting.
Almost. That's okay.
Yeah. I'm back and my partner's yours.
Yes. So you do a lot more than just almost. You do it all.
You're doing it. Thank you.
You're welcome. And Suzanne provided about 24 different versions of logo options for us to all review and consider. And it was a tough decision. You can see we tried to blend the look and feel of the PPRA Foundation, the colors, but make it distinct from the PPRA Association to really make it linked but different. So thank you, Suzanne, for your support. And we're going to be showcasing this in a much more robust way as the foundation board continues to advance this, create some awareness, as we all do through public relations and awareness building as we are professionals in that field, to create awareness and then ultimately to help those who are interested in advancing their role in the public relations field by providing some funding for them and other related projects. So with that, I'm going to hand it back to Deirdre, and we look forward to all of your support as we make the PPRA Foundation a new success for the Philadelphia Public Relations Association. Thanks, everybody.
Thank you, Matt. We're so excited to have you as our president. We know you're so connected. We know you're so smart. I'm excited very much for this foundation. I just want to publicly thank Suzanne for our logo, but I also want to shout out the Quarters board. I know Bonnie Grant was joining the call a minute ago. I think we had some more people to let into the meeting, but Barbara Sorid, Paul Pincus, Terry Diamond, Barry Bria, Helen McNutt, and of course our fabulous Gloria Hockman and Bonnie Grant, all members of the Quarters Foundation who helped support this, as well as UAC, the UAC financial officer Thomas Love, Tavani DeVore, and the incomparable Charmaine Matlock Turner, all partnered with us to make this happen during this term, and I'm very grateful to them. At this time, I'm going to turn the mic over to our one and only Vice President for External Affairs, Jamie Maturana. She will discuss the process for this year's award selection. She'll thank the awards committee and she'll introduce each of the awards. Jamie.
Thanks, Deirdre. And I want to take this opportunity to thank this year's awards committee members, Melissa Fordyce, Daniel Davis, Sam Biles, and Bill Weedo. They were very thoughtful and thorough in the review of this year's nominations. This year's deserving winners were selected by the committee due to their outstanding commitment to diversity, the betterment of their communities, and for furthering PPRA's mission to advance the skills, network, and the careers of regional communications professionals. Despite the challenges of living and working in a mid-pandemic world, all of these winners really continue to display exceptional drive. So first, we are awarding the Dr. Jean Brodey Student Achievement Award. This award is awarded to a college junior or senior who has exhibited outstanding professional promise in the field of public relations, has an excellent academic track record, and has contributed to his or her community. To introduce this year's winner, I invite Temple University professor and PPRA Hall of Famer, Greg Feisman.
Thanks, Jamie. And hello, everybody, and to the annual meeting. It's great to be here. So our Jean Brodey Award winner. Well, when she first asked me to nominate her for the Dr. Jean Brodey Award, I thought, what about her could really convince the judges that she was the best candidate? Besides her impressive academic accomplishments, her internships, and other off-campus activities, what struck me most about Hania Sharif is her passion. She's passionate about life, her family, her friends, about PR, and especially about trying to make the world a better place. There's no better example of this than her work around diversity, equity, and inclusion. A year ago, she saw a critical need in Temple's PRSSA chapter, so she co-founded its first diversity and inclusion committee. She put a lot of effort into making the committee become part of the DNA of the chapter and not just give it a superficial woke image. She created successful programming and initiatives for the members to get involved in with, and I note this, measurable results. I'm pleased to note the chapter will be continuing her work in the year ahead. PRSSA National, in recognition of the hard work she did at the chapter level, and out of all the people who applied nationally, has appointed her to a national position where she continues to lead this important and timely work as the now Vice President of Diversity and Inclusion. I can't wait to find out what she's working on for the coming year and see what happens under her leadership. Outstanding professionals are the future of our profession. Based on what I've seen so far in her career, I know she's destined for greatness and making a difference. So I want to be the first to officially congratulate my dear and now former student on her receiving the 2020 Dr. Jean Brodey Student Achievement Award.
Thank you, Greg.
Congratulations.
Thank you all. That was so sweet. And thank you, PPRA. I'm so honored to receive this award today on my birthday, actually, especially as Dr. Jean Brodey was a longtime PR educator at Temple. I didn't have the privilege of knowing her, but I know that Dr. Jean Brodey, I learned that she had high expectations for her PR students and constantly challenged them to do better. So I would like to thank my family, my friends, and of course, my professors and mentors at Temple, which includes you, Greg, and David Brown. So thank you for all of your support and guidance while I become a leader in not just PR, but diversity, equity, and inclusion. So as Greg said, at Temple, I co-founded the first D&I committee where I implemented diversity initiatives, cultivated a welcoming environment, and educated our members on D&I and why it is so vital. So fast forward to a year later, now I'm on the national committee, as Greg said, and on this national level, I now have a much larger and virtual platform to speak on. So it's a unique place to be an activist and affect change. So we know the PR industry has to do better, and all industries do. So with the support of my network, I am determined to deliver this excellent professional promise in PR. And finally, congratulations to the other amazing candidates who will be named as well. It is really humbling to receive the award in the presence tonight of all these leaders and Hall of Famers in our profession. Thank you, everyone.
Congratulations, Hania. And thank you so much, Greg. Next, we'll be awarding the Fast-Track Award. The Fast-Track Award honors a member of PPRA who has made great contributions to the organization, the profession, the community, and someone who exemplifies PPRA's vision for the future. To introduce this year's winner is former PPRA President Adam Dvorin.
Hey, thank you, Jamie. So I've known Kelsey Turner for a few years. I know her well enough to know that she's so understated that I needed a little bit of help to get enough content just to give her this introduction. So I asked a couple people who worked alongside of her at Vault, and I said, what makes Kelsey, Kelsey? Her colleagues say that Kelsey's a rock in the office. She's a team player, a mentor, someone who's selfless, who puts others ahead of herself. Vault's president, Kate Shields, who's with us tonight, says, as an emerging leader of our firm, I watch Kelsey set a positive example daily. She is still humble and is just as hungry to learn as she ever was. And this is a firm she started at as a college student, as an intern. Today, as a seasoned pro, she's still eager to learn, even though she's learned so much along the way. So Kate, here at PPRA, we agree with you. We've seen Kelsey work well enough to know that the same way she does anything is the way she does everything. And we're so proud of what you do, including pivoting so swiftly to an online programming platform after COVID-19 made it impossible for us to gather. Instead of shutting down, you doubled down. And I think that
Yes.
is really what made you, what makes you a Fast Track Award winner. And I also want to recognize Nita Rodaba, who was the co-nominator on this award. So, congratulations, Kelsey.
Thank you so much, Adam, and Nina and everyone. Adam, your words just now truly touched me, and it's a privilege to be here today and to receive this award. Believe it or not, about 5 years ago, I myself had received the Dr. Jean Brodey Student Award, and that's when my journey with PPRA first began. So it feels like in many ways we've come full circle. And when I think back to that event, one thing that always stands out is, Adam, you came up to me and introduced yourself and started a conversation and invited me to become an active member in PPRA and to join committees, specifically starting with the college starting with our College 101 events. And that was the beginning of everything. And today I'm just so grateful to be back here and to be able to look at you, Adam, and also Nina, who I consider to be a mentor, and to say that both of you have been so influential in my life, and that you are both key reasons that I've became involved in PPRA. So I'm blessed and honored to have so many people here today supporting me. Thank you to Kate Shields for all of the wonderful and kind remarks. And to everyone else at Vault, I've received nothing but support from them. Thank you to everyone here at PPRA. I have so many good friends and mentors through this organization, and it's been an honor and a privilege. So I'm looking forward to continuing forward in my journey with PPRA and continuing to contribute to this organization and to the members that we serve. It's certainly been a challenging year, but I think we can all say that because we've gotten through this, that we're certainly capable of doing so much more. And I look forward to it. So thank you.
Thank you, Adam, and congratulations again, Kelsey. Absolutely well deserved. This year, we are excited to be presenting a brand new award at the annual meeting. And here to introduce this award is former PPRA President and Hall of Famer, Dr. Bill Cowan.
Right, Jamie, thank you very much. How's everybody doing this evening? Well, Philly PR, where the PR stands for pretty resilient. That's all I have to say. I heard from so many wonderful people. I see some of you are toasting already, and I will not call you out by name because that's perfectly acceptable in the Zoom universe. Adam, I'm looking at you, but that's another time. So, you know, as a proud Hall of Famer and past president, I would like to congratulate Deirdre and the board for the amazing work that they've done this year. I have to tell you, this has been a wonderful year by any standard, but especially during these challenges. So congratulations to all of you for keeping the organization moving forward. So back in 2009, if we can remember back that far, is when I took over the PPRA presidency. Amidst some challenges, of course, we had no idea what 2020 would bring, but in 2009, people were losing jobs, the economy was tanking, and I took over PPRA when we were losing massive amounts of membership. And with an intrepid board, I told them at the time, we will get through this. And folks, today, we will get through this as well. All right, we have a wonderful track record of it. Philly Proactive was born during those challenges. Quite simply, I created it because I wanted something positive to look at to encapsulate all the wonderful service that our members were doing. So 10 years later, I am in awe that Philly Proactive has served so many great organizations, including College Possible, who we heard from this evening. And in that regard, I recently had approached the board with an idea to attach a wonderful award and recognition around Philly Proactive to honor its 10th anniversary. The board was immensely enthusiastic, and I'm grateful, and hence the Proactive Award, which honors a member of PPRA who dedicates their time to support the betterment of their community, and as such serves as an exemplary model of selfless service. I want to congratulate the winner, and I will let that announcement be done by our dear friend and colleague who nominated this person. Please welcome Nina Rodabaugh.
Thank you, Bill. It's an honor to announce the winner. This is the first year, of course, so it's even more special. The winner of the Proactive Community Service Award is a kind, generous, and inspiring person. I nominated this individual because of their passion and philanthropic spirit. Congratulations to Bev Volpe. She is a board member, and I'm sure many on this call know her. She is the owner of Snap2 Marketing and PR, and her community service efforts go well beyond PPRA's board. She's a member of Impact 100 South Jersey, which is a circle of women that offer a grant of $100,000 to a deserving nonprofit and additional grants to other organizations as well. She served on the grant review committee as well as the communications committee to share the mission of Impact 100 SJ, and it was a milestone year for them. So congratulations for that. If you don't share the same inspiration that I do with Bev, she's a great person, a mentor of mine, and I'm so honored to be on the PPRA Foundation with her this year. But I do encourage you to get to know her, follow her Twitter, that is BevSnap2, and every day you'll see nimble quotes that are just a snapshot of how she inspires everyone to make the world a better place. So I'll leave you with today's quote that she shared, which is, "But you're so busy changing the world, just one smile can change mine." So cheers to Bev, congratulations, and you certainly have changed the world, and I look forward to continuing working with you. So thank you for all your work and congratulations.
Nina, thank you. I'm like teary here, teary-eyed. So I want to thank first Bill I'm so honored and humbled to be honored by this organization that I love and so many colleagues who I love. And so, first I want to say thank you to the organization, to Bill Cowan for having this fantastic idea, to Nina and to Deirdre, who I served as vice presidents under you, and you are fantastic leaders and wonderful, inspiring women. And so it was a joy to be vice president of programs under Deirdre and VP of communications under Nina. And also there's so many people on the call who I know, so many of you volunteered on one of my committees. I can't name all of you, but thank you, because you are who makes PPRA what a wonderful organization we are. And then finally, a shout out to Charlotte Felcher. When I started my business 6 years ago, Charlotte took me out for coffee and she gave me some of the best advice of my career. And she said, "Bev, if you want new business, volunteer." And while volunteering certainly has made lots of connections for me and has brought me new business, most importantly, it's brought me this incredible community of PPRA colleagues who I love. And outside of PPRA, with my synagogue and with Impact 100 South Jersey, some of the best friends of my life. And I'll leave you all with a quote that I love from Winston Churchill: "We make a living by what we get. We make a life by what we give." And so I encourage everybody to continue to give to PPRA, and now to give to the new PPRA Foundation. So thank you, everybody.
Thank you, Bev. You're just an invaluable member of PPRA. You just do so much for us, both my term, Nina's term, all the terms when you were with us previously. You're an amazing person. I was happy to see your nomination and to second it, and I'm just thrilled you're there. At this time, I'd like to recognize the 2019-2020 Board of Directors, starting with my partner, successor, London Faust of Bellevue Communications. Excellent job. I should say that all of you, I hope, received an email from me today with a small token of my appreciation. I wish we could do more, but as you know, because of this time that we're in, we offered a lot of our programs at low cost, and we tried to get our foundation started, but I just wanted all of you to know how much I appreciate you. Vice President Bev Volpe, you're amazing. Happy to be serving on the new foundation with you. Vice President External Affairs Jamie Moderata, you've just done a wonderful job. You helped pull the Jubilee together when we really needed it. Vice President Membership Michelle Sansino, she helped us with some of our management issues that we needed to clarify this year. She did a lot in terms of membership. She went out to agencies. She went out and met people in person. That is so valuable. You don't realize what it's like until you can't meet people in person, how important that was for us this year. Michelle cracked it. We had a drive for 75. She surpassed 75 new members. She's an amazing person. I'm really happy that she's continuing with PPRA. Hats off to you. Kelsey, we all know, we're just happy to see your face on the call because you're usually in the background behind the logo, pulling the strings and helping us get through this very challenging, but also helped us look at the opportunities for this spring. So Kelsey, thank you very much. I want to thank our first treasurer, Marissa Real, who came in and young and did an excellent job, got into work, and then Lauren Woodard from the Kimmel Center coming in these last few months and transitioning us and helping us with our finances. Excellent people, wonderful members. I thank you so much. Our secretary, Anthony Stipa, you and I worked together when I was at the convention center, through Visit Philly, through whatever else. When I asked you, you were there. I thank you so much for being our secretary this year. Our immediate past president, Nina. She's so inspiring. She, everybody's like, oh, you're the first person of color. No. Nina grabbed onto diversity and knew it was important and made it happen for me. And I cannot thank her enough for being just the kindest, soothing, smartest leader. She's just done such an amazing job. She's been an amazing chair, and I look forward to seeing her on the foundation this year as well. I think that's why we're all on the foundation, so we don't give each other up. It's crazy, but I'm really happy that Nina was the person who helped me become a better president and be in this position. Our directors, Sarah with the gorgeous baby, just really love Sarah, her energy, what she writes. She's just a positive and upbeat influence on our board. Susan helped us do some things I wanted to do this year, to think more business-like, to think about the foundation. Melissa Fortis, she's just been amazing. She helped us with some of our educational programs, some of our pivot ideas. She really came through for us with things we needed. And of course, Hope. Hope has opened up the Science History Institute for us whenever we needed it. She's worked so tirelessly when she was VP External Affairs, in her position as a director. Hope has always met the challenges for PPRA and always done her best for us. And of course, the 3 past president appointments. I have to thank Adam, who is just like the level head. He's like, there's always another way to do it. He's meant so much to me and to everyone. Bonnie Grant, who really helped push the foundation and position us and help us figure out that UAC was a good partner for us. That would not have happened without Bonnie Grant and Chris Lukash, who is an amazing man whose business opinions always bring a board discussion back into the center and back into a new perspective. And I love, love, love having his point of view when we're really thinking about tackling new projects. So I just want to thank all of this group, as well as Charlotte Felcher for getting me originally involved, Ashley Burke for originally getting me involved. And I'd like to thank our management firm, Denise Downing and Anna Matheson of Neth Downing Associates. We are going to be doing something special for them before the summer ends. At this time, I'd like to also call the approved nominated slate for the new board of PPRA for 2021. I would like to call into nomination the following slate. I will be asking for a unanimous voice vote if you would like to take your screens off mute. Anthony will be checking and recording on how this goes for us. He's at the ready. So President London Faust does not have to stand for election. She is already the board member. She's already our leader for next year. And I'm really happy to have London taking that. You'll hear from her a little bit later. But in nomination tonight are President-elect Michelle Sansino, for Vice President Communications, Dan McCunney, for Vice President External Affairs, Hope Horwitz, for Vice President Membership, Kelsey Turner, Vice President Programs, Jen Miklow, Treasurer, Lauren Woodard, Secretary, Ryan Wall, Directors, Susan Beeler, Hope Corse, Melissa Fortis, and Jamie Moderata. All of them are not standing for election. Some of them are already in terms, but just so that you're aware, they're on the board. I will be immediate past president by prior election. And past president appointments, we welcome Adam Devorin, Chris Lukash, and Jeff Jubileer into nomination. I'd like to call for a motion to unanimously approve this slate as the 2020-2021 Board of Directors of the Philadelphia Public Relations Association. May I have a motion?
So moved.
So moved.
May I have a second?
Second.
Thank you, Anthony. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Any abstentions or nays? Awesome. Congratulations to London and the team.
Congratulations.
All right. At this time, I'm going to pass the virtual gavel over to London for her remarks. And before I do that, I just want to thank PPRA for shipping me this gavel. I got this in the mail as soon as I got back last weekend. I was really excited. I want to thank you. And I have the actual gavel that Nina gave me to pass on to London. And so with that, I want to turn it over to London, and I want to congratulate all of the new board members and tell you that our team is here to work with you right on up till September 1st so that we have a successful summer. So thank you, everyone. And with that, London Faust.
Woo! Thanks, guys. Can everybody hear me okay?
Yes.
Okay.
Go on mute for London. That would be greatly appreciated.
Thank you. Been having some Zoom technical difficulties lately, so I'm glad you can all hear me. Thank you, Deirdre, for your fearless leadership and just for setting me up for success for this year. I'm really excited, and thank you to everyone that joined us today. I'm sad that we can't all be in person, but it's nice to see you, and I'm really happy that we can all be able to celebrate the close of an outstanding year. So when Deirdre asked me to be her president-elect, obviously I was very excited, so flattered. My company, Bellevue Communications Group, has been so generous as to offer to pay for employees' PPRA memberships the whole time that I've worked there, and that really opened up so many doors for me. Of course, it gave me access to PPRA programs, but it's really the people of PPRA that have inspired me in more ways than I can count. And I have to specifically thank former PPRA President Meredith Avakian for cold calling me one day a couple years ago to ask me to chair the Public Affairs Committee, which plans our annual New York City trip. I had a little bit of experience going to events, but also I helped plan former president and my colleague Jeff Jubileer's Hall of Fame. So I knew a little bit about what the internal workings of PPRA was like, but becoming the public affairs chair was really what got me going to the board meetings and growing my network within PPRA and realizing that I wanted to be a part of this powerhouse team that was behind PPRA. So since then, I've served as college relations co-chair, I was a director, and of course this year I served as president-elect. and I've helped to plan educational programs, social programs. I helped plan the 75th Jubilee that was so wonderful that so many of you attended. But all of the resume building components of PPRA completely pale in comparison to the experiences that I've had building relationships with some of our region's most renowned communications professionals. So I'm so fortunate to be here with all of you, and I consider so many of you mentors, I consider so many of you friends, and without your advice and encouragement, occasional hand-holding, and patience for my very long emails and panicked texts, I would not be able to confidently step into this position, and I wouldn't be the PR professional that I am today, and I just can't thank you all enough for that. And you know, when Deirdre asked me to be president-elect, I was also honestly a little bit surprised. I've only been a PPRA member for 5 years, and I've been on the board for 3, which feels a little new to me still. You know, I'm still relatively young in my profession, and so I was worried, would anybody take me seriously? Are my ideas going to be good enough? And I just panicked, like, how can I be in charge of decision-making for a 300-person organization? But you know, serving as president-elect this year, I realized that this position has nothing to do with me at all. It's all about you. It's all about all of you on this call. It's all about our membership. It's about the incredible board of governors that I have signing on for this year who are donating their time and expertise to me. It's about this current board of governors that is transitioning out, that has set me and my team up for so much success. And it's about our membership and the things that we can provide, the resources that we can give communications professionals in Philadelphia to make sure they have all the educational programs, networking opportunities, mentorship options that they could ever need. And so I'm going to try really hard not to mess this up. But I know that if I do, it's going to be okay, because I'm just one person on an incredible team of professionals that have worked so hard to make PPRA our region's, you know, foremost public relations organization for the past 75 years. So thank you all for having me for your president for this upcoming year. I'm really excited. I'm looking forward to making positive changes that will help to streamline our internal processes, expand the range of topics that we cover in our programming. I want to renew a focus on mentorship, and overall, I just want to create a greater sense of collaboration between the board and the membership. And so all of this is to say, I really want to hear from all of you. You know, my biggest goal for the year is to serve the membership to the best of my ability, and I'm really looking forward to doing that together. So thank you again. I think next, if you need a refill, you should go get it, because we're going to do a cheers to PPRA. So I'm going to turn it over to Nina. Or back to Deirdre. I don't really know.
Oh, no, it's actually, you know, we got a toast to PPRA, and I'm excited to say that London, you know, part of being diverse is having age diversity. To go from like a chick like me to a young, fresh voice like you is part of the diversity, the energy of this group. We need everyone's voice. And so I know that you're going to be phenomenal. I've worked with you at the center through this year. You know, I can't even believe, I feel like I've known you 5 to 7 years. It's crazy, right? Yep. So you're going to be terrific. And it's the people around you. And that's what you learn in this job. You learn in this job that it's the whole team. It's all PPRA. So everybody should unmute and enjoy the next presentation. We have Nina Rodabaugh, who has a salute to PPRA. And I'm really proud of all of you, because we're coming in our hour like we promised. So great job, everybody. But I'm turning it over to our chair and immediate past president, Nina.
Congratulations, London, and congratulations to all of the award winners. Deirdre, you did a great job this year. As London said it best, it's all about you. So what we're trying to really do here is create more memories. So today is one of course, many memories for the 75th anniversary. So Wise Owl Multimedia helped put together a slideshow that we'll show, and I hope you enjoy the memories that we're sharing, and cheers to creating new ones. So congratulations, London, our new president, and cheers to everyone on this call. Thank you and enjoy.
Cheers, London.
Almost.
I'm all like,
Nicely done.
Thank you. So everybody toast to PPRA and another 75 years. Thank you, Nina. That was really beautiful. You and Ricky did an amazing job as always. Like, it's very lovely.
Yep.
Well, we have about 5 more minutes to congratulate London. Where is she? She's in my top corner. What? So we're very excited. And
job,
welcome to all
Deirdre.
the new board members. It's amazing.
Congratulations on a great year, Deirdre, and looking forward to working with you, London. Congratulations.
Yes, congratulations, Deirdre. Thank
Good
you
night,
for
everybody.
everything.
Thanks for getting us through, not only on time, but early. Nice job.
I scare myself. No, I'm just kidding. I actually was timing everything out. It's so crazy. And then Nina came through with the video, and Hope Horwitz, we snagged you for a board seat, huh?
I know. It's because we allowed the potential of a Zoom, and I cannot believe I've only had one interruption from the kiddies upstairs.
Oh,
That's really
congratulations.
good. Congratulations.
I don't know how people did not. I mean, I made sure I had my drink, definitely not just iced tea, but I also had cheese and crackers and pretzels. Like, it was a happy hour. I have my little circle cheeses and wheat thins. Fancy.
Awesome.
That's so crazy. I love it. I feel like I need a charcuterie plate right now. Yeah.
We already had dinner. We had a porchetta sausage and tossed in a quick salad.
That sounds good. You know who else I just saw and forgot to thank? And I was like, Lizette, I saw you. You were under a different name. I didn't realize that was you. Unmute. Thank you, Lizette, for all you do for the students. And I know
love your hair.
That's what I was thinking, Bonnie. I love
Lizette.
Your hair.
I couldn't wait to get a haircut. It looks
Oh
great.
my God, you look so cute. You are so amazing. You do so many things for people. she's the person who like ups my resume when it needs upping. She's just amazing. I really love you. And I just noticed, because I kept saying, Lucas, and I realized, you know.
Oh, sorry, it's my business partner. It's on his computer.
Well, what you do for our students is amazing. And I'm so sorry we couldn't do the spring, you know, but Ryan came through with a really cool idea, and, you know, there was a chance for them to have some interaction. And I just hope we are able to get spring programs back in person, because this year looks hard. So.
Did a great job. You did a great job, and I'm sure London will follow you with a great job.
Oh, she's ready. She has Google Docs everywhere. Are you kidding me? She's got everybody's position docked already. All right. All you gotta do is call up the doc, and you will know what to do.
And I want to
Got
say
the plan.
that I loved your 75th anniversary celebration. Well, you did. It was great. I had my doubts. I couldn't imagine, but it was really wonderful. So
You know, it was-
everybody who worked so hard on it. I had so much fun.
It was beautiful. We so lucked out. Adam kept saying, we're going to get a lot of people. We're going to get a lot of people. And it didn't snow on us. It was like amazing. It was like that one January day that was just really, really beautiful. And yeah, I'm going to go back and look at the fanatic dancing. Because I think it's the one with Cecily. Wasn't the dance with Cecily the one that was like on the news? And she was like, I didn't want to dance, but they made me dance.
Yeah,
the media happening.
It was on the news. Eric can get you a copy of the video if you want.
Oh my gosh, I love that. I loved her little, she kind of sauntered. It was pretty cool. It was really good. And so, you know, I think we'll have more fun. It's just a little delayed, but it's cool. Look at Alex up there. Alex about to cry. You're about to cry, Alex. I can't hear you. You're on mute.
Unmute
your. I am. Not anymore. I've been able to pull it together. Okay. You know, see in London.
I know. I know. We knew you when, London.
I know. We go way back. As way back as you can, having graduated.
Exactly, as way back as one can. Precisely.
As possible.
Gotta go, guys.
All right. Good night.
Be well.
Hi, everybody. Congratulations.
It's 7 o'clock. We were on time.
Kelsey, great
And
job.
don't forget to volunteer for the foundation. It's really important to everybody. Okay. We're going to really try to help students. We're going to try to help professionals be more professional. And we have a great leader with Matt and Kathy and Nina and Bev. So please try to volunteer with that as well if you can. Or send grants and money and ideas in the direction, because it's all going to come back into the big PPRA pot eventually in terms of our programming. So thanks everybody for joining us today. And I'm so happy we were able to keep it to an hour. Love you guys and hope to hug everybody soon in person.
Bye-bye.
Thank you,
Cheers,
Deirdre.
everybody. Congrats.
Thank you, everyone.
Take care.
Have a great summer, everyone.
Yeah.